This podcast is a part of the PodMania Podcasting Network. Check out podmania.co.uk to check out more of our great podcasts, features, reviews, match ratings and previews spanning the crazy and diverse world of professional wrestling.
You're listening to the PodMania Pro Wrestling Podcast, a sample of the best pro wrestling podcasts we can produce on our tiny budget. Check us out on Apple Podcasts, Podcast Addict, CastBox, and all other podcast platforms. If it's wrestling you want, check out more of our great content at podmania.co.uk. Let's do this.
And welcome to another episode of the PodMania Podcast. I'm your host, Rob Goodwin, and I am joined by Chris O'Brien. Chris, how the devil art thou?
I'm learning to cook more things.
You're learning to cook more things?
Yes, I made a very nice, I think it's called a Danzak the other day.
Ooh, I've never heard of a Danzak. I've heard of Danzig, but never Danzak. I've
made a different kind of curry I basically just make curries. You just sort of put the ingredients in a pot and let it cook itself. It's great. Right. And then because there's curry powder, they're just like, people will walk in and go, ooh, it smells nice. And it's like, yes.
It's one of those things. It's like bacon.
Yes,
anytime bacon's cooking, you could be cooking it with the shittest food in the world, but bacon comes in, everyone's like, oh, I could murder a bacon sandwich. Unless you're vegan, obviously.
Or like, someone walks in, like, if something has garlic in it, they're like, ooh, that smells real nice. No one likes the smell of garlic, but when it's used in cooking, people are like, ooh, that's going to be good.
Well, it's like coffee, like nice coffee. I'm not talking about airplane coffee, but whenever you walk in,
coffee.
Oh my!
I've never been on an airplane, Rob, so I can't relate.
Have you not?
No, again, the class divide of PodMania. No, I've never been on it.
I am taking you on holiday. We're going to go to Japan, and we are going to watch some wrestling, Christopher.
I like how that I'm taking you on holiday, but like the response to that was because I've never been on an aeroplane. That's why not. Oh, it would be nice to spend time with Chris. It's like, no, Chris needs to be on an aeroplane.
We need to make sure that at least once Chris has been on an aeroplane.
I'd probably do badly on an aeroplane. I'm a bit too tall for the aeroplanes.
Yeah. I mean,
we're about the same height, so you know what I'm talking about.
I do know what you're talking about. But to be fair, if Mark Henry can get on a plane, I'm pretty sure we can.
Yeah, but I don't think his problem's one of height. Actually, how tall is Mark Henry? I'm not looking it up. I don't care that much.
So, going back to your previous point, are you branching out food-wise in general, or are you just branching out from curry? Or are you just branching out to make more curries?
I can make good pizzas, like homemade pizzas. Like, not frozen pizza. That would be a weird brag.
I can cook frozen pizza. I can make cornflakes.
I made carbonara earlier this week.
Very nice.
I've made other things. What were they? Oh, I made a vegan burger. It was dry and awful, and I'll never make it again.
What did you use for the meat substitute?
Beans.
Yeah. I've had a bean burger recently, and it's nice, but obviously it's not the same. That's the whole fucking point. But
I don't want the burger to be dry. I want it to be moist.
Moist. Yeah, absolutely. The whole point of a burger is for the grease to be running down your chin. That's the whole point. I mean, obviously, learn to eat.
Like, that's said by someone who can't grow a beard. Like, it goes down my chin. It gets fucking stuck. I don't want anything going down my chin.
Let's not grief my beard growing abilities. I just don't grow it as long as you because I don't want to look like a hobo.
I don't look. I got mistaken for a hobo once. And to be fair, it's because I was in the same clothes as the day before.
I thought you were going to say it's because I was in the same clothes as the homeless guy.
Like my beard's a fairly decent length right now. If you look at my Discord profile picture, I look absolutely fucking fabulous.
I mean, it's difficult to disagree.
I mean, yeah, but my friend Hannah's an artist.
There you go. Oh, is it Hannah that's put the makeup on you?
Makeup on me, yeah.
You're a lucky guy.
You think I did that myself?
Yes, I do, actually. Yeah, I did.
My husband was just sitting there judging me the whole time. It was hilarious.
Right, anyway, ladies and gentlemen, we are here to talk some pro wrestling. I'm sure Chris's makeup will come back up at some point during this podcast, but...
We discuss it so often.
We have. That is a very, very good point. But we have a wheel. We have the wheel. 15 matches.
Yeah, physical wheel.
We got 15 matches. We've replaced the matches we watched last week, so go and check out the archive for those matches. We've replaced them. So, Chris, do you want to talk us through your two choices that you've added to the wheel in lieu of last week?
I've got Watchalong versus Karuriyo. I made a whole video about with this match in it and forgot, and I've forgotten how it's pronounced. But that's in Gay, and it's really good. I really liked it.
Okay.
I also added. I forgot what I added.
Thatcher versus Kingston.
Thatcher versus Kingston because I panicked.
And I've added Samoa Joe versus Kurt Angle from TNA Genesis 2006. Partly because I wanted some Kurt Angle on there, partly because I wanted some TNA on there, and partly because I didn't even know this match existed. And
you didn't know that Angle Joe Genesis 2006 existed?
I didn't know. I didn't.
It's like Angle's first big match after leaving the Fed.
Well, there you go. I mean, surely it's going to be good then. Surely.
First Angle.
But we'll see. We'll see. Let's get this wheel a spinning and see what we end up with. It's spinning. It's spinning. Oh, Jesus Christ. We so nearly ended up with the Doomsday Cage match.
Shawn Michaels versus Ric Flair.
Shawn Michaels versus Ric Flair, WrestleMania 24. I'm sorry. I love you.
Neither of those things are true, Robert.
That I'm sorry and that I love you.
Yeah.
I just like you as a friend.
You never. You can have platonic love, you fucking weirdo.
That's a song, isn't it? Platonic love. I'm sure it is. Anyway, sorry, ladies and gentlemen. Right, so that's the first match done. Let's find what else we are going to be watching in our second match.
Something from Japan.
Well, the odds are certainly stacked in its favour.
Or not, fuck me, I guess.
Yeah, so it's been on the wheel for maybe 12 minutes.
How long has Arisa versus Jungle been there?
Oh, that's been there a long time.
How long has Styles?
Styles versus Suzuki has been on since the first time we did the wheel.
That's an original wheel pick right there.
I think there's only 3 original wheel picks left that haven't been picked, and they might all be yours.
It's fucking disgusting.
But yes, obviously you guys at home can't see this, but we have got the aforementioned Samoa Joe versus Kurt Angle match from Genesis 2006. So yeah, all good. You'll be happy to know the TNA Genesis match is on YouTube, so you won't have to navigate the bug-ridden app that is Impact Plus.
Although Dailymotion might be a good idea if you don't want adverts.
Well, yeah, there is that as well. We'll put the links down below, and you can choose which one you watch along with. And yeah, unfortunately, the WrestleMania 24 match, we are going to be using the network or Peacock. I know that all the WrestleManias are on Peacock, so get that subscription loaded up.
I'm using my VHS copy from 2008. Takes off the tally.
Are you actually?
No.
Oh, okay.
I own a VHS player.
Well, when you said VHS, I was like, I'm sure DVDs were around then.
Oh no, they were. But my brother used to tape them off. I didn't even have I had a DVD copy. I don't know why I said VHS. My brother used to pirate the shows for me.
Oh, bless him.
I mean, he had dick all else to do.
There is that. Anyway, ladies and gentlemen, we are going to go and come back with all our matches lined up after the sound effect. So, stay right there. And we're back, ladies and gentlemen. So, what we are going to do is, obviously, Ric Flair versus Shawn Michaels, one of the most emotional matches in WrestleMania history. That is going to be our main event. So we're going to start with Samoa Joe versus Kurt Angle from Genesis 2006. The YouTube link is in the podcast description. We're going to load this straight up. So, Chris, have you seen this match before?
When I was 11.
When you were 11. Were you 11 in 2006?
2000. Oh, I thought we were talking about the Flair match. I have seen this match when I was like 15.
Okay, then. All right, then. So, obviously, you know quite a little bit about the build. It's just Kurt Angle's first big match, isn't it? Effectively.
I believe so.
I don't think there's much more build-up than that. I'm sure Garth will be able to give us some of the context, some of the backstory if he was here, but he's not. So there we are. You're just gonna have to.
He's coming back with a cigarette soon, right?
I hope so. He said he was just going to do some shopping. We haven't seen him again. Anyway, ladies and gentlemen,
this is my first match. Basically, Angle came in, challenged Joe, and Joe was like, "Yeah,
meh." Right. Okay, ladies and gentlemen. So we will turn this motherfucker on at 3, 2, 1, play.
Would you like to know the rest of this card?
Yeah, sure.
So, opening, we had a 3-on-2 handicap match with Johnny Devine, Kazarian, and Maverick Matt taking on the Voodoo Kin Mafia. Get it? VKM.
VKM.
Kevin man. Of BG James and Kip James. Apparently we got married at some point. Jay Lethal and Sonjay Dutt with Jerry Lynn versus the Naturals of Andy Douglas and Chase
with
Stevens.
Who, sorry?
With Jerry Lynn.
With who, sorry?
Jerry Lynn. Versus the Naturals of Andy Douglas and Chase Stevens. Chase Stevens, that's Sandow. No, it's not. I'm thinking of someone else.
That's Aaron Stevens.
X Division title match. Daniels versus Sabin.
I bet that was good.
Lance Hoyt and Ron Killings versus the Paparazzi of Alex Shelley and Austin Starr, otherwise known as Austin Aries. King Exchange? Oh, I don't know why I didn't just say LAX. Of Hernandez and Homicide versus America's Most Wanted of Chris Harris and James Storm. Sting versus Abyss and Ben for the NWA title, and then this took priority over that. Quite, he doesn't look like TNA Angle though. He still looks like Fed Angle because he hasn't quite got the neck.
He hasn't got the neck. He hasn't got the beard.
He hasn't got
the sunken eyes.
He hasn't got the dead behind the eye look. Like, he hasn't got what I copy Ryan Gosling.
Over as fuck. As you would hope for, Kurt fucking Angle.
And Samoa Joe, to be fair. He's like the hottest act in TNA at this point.
Yeah, definitely.
And also, 2005, the year before this, was Joe's best year.
Well, they've just said that Samoa Joe is obviously in the middle of his unbeaten run. Hasn't lost yet.
But last year, the year before this also was one of his last big Ring of Honor runs. He had feuds with Nigel McGuinness.
Mm-hmm.
The Necro Butcher match.
Of course.
The Triple Threat. The Kibashi match. The Big Styles match from TNA.
Yep.
He also took on the likes of Kevin Steen, James Gibson, Super Dragon, Roderick Strong, CM Punk in Europe. It was a very good year for old Joe, but not to say 2006 wasn't a good year. He was being undefeated in TNA. He was feuding. They had a rerun of the Triple Threat match. He took on Bryan Danielson, Monty Brown, and Rhino.
Pounds.
You're going down, 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 down. He had a little tag team run of Homicide against the Briscoes. It was a good year for Joe. Angle, on the other hand, was like world champion at the beginning of 2006. It's mad how fast things change.
It is, yeah.
We're underway. Here we go. It's Kurt Angle and Samoa Joe. Two guys that
What's your favourite era of Angle?
I think 2003. He was
SmackDown 6 Angle. Brock Lesnar,
Benoit. He was untouchable in ring quality at that point.
In 2003. Yeah, we discussed this last time, didn't we?
I think we did, yeah. Maybe during WrestleMania 19, Watchalong.
No, because we had Rey Mysterio versus Angle.
Oh, of course, last week, yeah.
So the point is, in the last, I want to say 5 years, these are the two best in the world, apart from maybe Kobashi.
Yeah, certainly on American shores.
Yeah. And just to think, Angle had only had... He debuted in what, 99? He'd been going only 7 years at this point.
Mm.
You know what I respect about Samoa Joe?
The anal bead necklace he's got.
That was actually going to be my point. He wrestles in a necklace.
Okay. Not that they look like anal beads.
Well, I wouldn't know what they look like, Robert.
No, neither would I. What are you talking about?
Oh, that's a statement right there.
It's never not going to be impressive for Angle to throw Joe about like that.
No. But also, at the same time, it's never not impressive that Joe can do this. Jesus.
Just beat the shit out of him. Oh, no.
Oh, I think you're behind.
I'm like a second behind, don't worry.
Oh, you're like 5 seconds. What's your time code?
5:41.
Yeah, I'm on 5:50.
I'm on 5:51 now. I'm level with you.
No, I didn't pause. So
Look at the flip phones in the crowd.
Tell me when you reach 6 minutes.
Okay. Oh, I'm past 6 minutes, sorry. 6:06, 6:07, 6:08, 6:09.
1 sec. Fucking hell. Right, tell me when you reach 6:26. 27.
Okay. Oh, shit, I forgot. No, I'm joking. 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27.
Okay. You say. Remember when the Impact Zone chanted USA when the North American guy was Canadian?
Well, to be fair, mate, it's
Florida.
No different than when they were chanting it at Roddy Piper and Bret Hart. And it's like, neither of them are American. Here we go, Chris. Here we go. Oh, Jesus. Fucking hell.
Protects himself, does he?
No. But I was going to say this. When Angle ran himself into the post, I can't believe they fucking left the break in. When Angle ran himself into the post, he went full fucking bore into that post, whereas you can tell people like proper, nowadays anyway, proper pull it.
I mean, do you blame them for proper pulling
no, it's far
safer. It's not like
safer.
Angle was exactly sane of mind at this point.
He has come out very, very recently and say he's in constant pain every day. Yeah, so, certainly not condoning his approach.
If you're going to hoof yourself on a pay-per-view, that makes sense. Like, he's not big-timing TNA here.
Angle?
Yeah.
He had the option to leave many times and didn't. Like we've said before, he's a company man.
Yeah, well, it's not just that. It's also a case of he adding 5 seconds. Fucker.
Oh, there we go. I'm back now.
All right. Tell me when you reach 8:10.
Yeah.
Oh, well, they're really selling this dive, aren't they?
Say again.
They're really selling this dive.
They are. Absolutely.
Oh, no, he's blading. Never mind.
Oh, my God.
Fucking hell.
So, is the plaster on Kurt Angle's head, is that where Joe headbutted him?
I think so. It would make sense.
On his debut?
Yeah, it would make perfect sense. It makes more sense than holding a tournament and introducing a leg element to, say, Micah and then not having it pay off until 2 months after.
You really need to get the fuck over this.
Do I? Do I really?
Yes, you do.
It was stupid, though. I want your blood.
Obviously, thoughts are with Don West.
What's up with Don West?
He's got some manner of illness to do with his brain, I think.
Oh, that's a shame. Oh, Jesus.
Power slam!
I love Samoa Joe slam. Two. Christ. But he's really fucked himself up on that blade job, hasn't he?
He really has.
This is probably the smallest crowd Angle has ever wrestled in front of.
Quite possibly.
Hang on, had he wrestled anywhere before WWE? Like, was he in a developmental league or something?
Angle? Or Joe?
Yeah.
Um,
no, he was in some developmental leagues.
Yeah, he was the champion in OV... No, was it OVW or was it Memphis?
Well, he wrestled in OVW against the Collector.
The Collector, fucking hell.
Otherwise known as Predator. Or Big Van Vader UFO. Or Sylvester the Escapee. Or Skyscraper. Slyscraper. Sylvester Turkai.
Sly Scraper.
Slyscraper.
Oh my god,
Oh, he's
that's
wrestled for the Inoki Genome Federation.
amazing.
He's wrestled 5 years in a row for the Inoki Genome Federation. Sylvester Turkai. I recognise. Oh, he's the guy who's with Elijah Burke.
Yeah, that little known tag team. Just getting back to Don West, he announced earlier this month, I think last week, he's got brain lymphoma.
Oh, that's bad.
That's awful. That's a great satellite DDT, though.
That's a really nice sequence there. I like the guillotine. I'm a big fan of a guillotine. Roman Reigns has a good guillotine.
Roman Reigns does have a good guillotine, I'll give him that.
But again, it's hard to fuck up a guillotine.
Yeah, true.
Ziggler manages it, but... Have you seen Reigns'
Fucking
match
hell.
with Ren?
Look at his head.
Have you seen Reigns' match with Mysterio?
No.
Oh, no. So basically, he basically shelved both Dominic and Ray in one night, and just ended it by saying Happy Father's Day.
Oh, what a bastard.
I love him. His shit wasn't hitting for me last year, but it's really hitting this year. Like, after that weird Owens feud was out of the way. With that Royal Rumble match, which was just destroyed by its ending.
Apparently, Hell in a Cell, the pay-per-view, was decent. Apparently, Bayley versus... Holy fuck, what the hell happened there? Did you just let go of him?
Right on the head. I watched some of Hell in a Cell. I skipped the main event because I'll be dead in my grave when I watch a 28-minute Bobby Lashley match.
Apparently, it was really, really good apart from the finish. Like, proper brutal, apparently.
Yeah, but the problem is, if the finish is bad, it's just going to put...
Yeah, basically a roll-up.
I watched Bianca versus Bayley, which is very good. Bayley works really well with Bianca.
Bayley's great. Bayley really is very, very good. And Bianca, considering we weren't high on her when she debuted, if you remember...
No, you weren't high.
Oh, was it me and Garth that weren't high on her and you that
was?
Yeah,
and I kept telling you, and I kept doing the clapping thing because it really annoyed you two for some reason.
Yeah. Oh my god, Muscle Buster.
Pit.
That doesn't look safe. Oh!
The Tyson Kid.
We can't call it that. Fucking hell.
Oh, Jesus, that was 2.9.
It was.
I also watched Zayn versus Owens, which is good.
I've heard that was good. Was good.
We're just destined to have matches that would be match of the year contenders in the main event, but because they're mid-card, there's no heat to them.
What, did either of them make the thread?
They both made the Fred.
What did you give Bailey?
3 3/4.
I'm gonna add these to the WhatsApp, by the way.
The
match ratings.
Advert. I got an advert.
Oh no, I'll pause it. We'll have a look. No, I haven't had one yet.
All right, I'll tell you when I'm 13.
Angle slam!
Olympic slam!
Finisher spamming. Love it. What did you give Zayn and Owens?
3 3/4.
Okay. Again,
You could have just went to my friend.
I could have done, but Siebes.
What?
Siebes.
Siebes.
Can't be asked. CBA. Come on, Angle, you bloody
it takes
motherfucker.
Much effort to say can't be asked as it does to say CBA.
That's why I didn't say CBA. I said Siebes. Oh, imagine if... Oh, I'm going to get an advert. So... 3... Hang on, 6, 7, 8... Go.
Which definitely isn't their best match, though.
No, definitely not.
That's probably the one in the cage.
The, MMA one.
Yeah. You know what's quite funny? If
Go on.
you could have quite a good collection of DDT ratings for the site if you use my thread, but you don't acknowledge DDT for some reason.
I don't, you're right.
It's stupid. Blood has made this match what it is, really. I don't think I'd like it as much if Angle wasn't bleeding. I'd like it more if El Hebner wasn't in there. I fucking hate it.
You're not a fan, are you? Oh, is he going to transition out of this into the ankle lock?
Referees
nice.
should not have notoriety.
Oh, I love it. I love the transition.
That was a very good transition. It's very smooth. Joe's in NXT again, isn't he?
He is. He's the enforcer.
Oh, that reminds me. Did you see Karrion Kross's entrance on fucking main event?
Oh, I know.
It's
fucking hell.
It's funny because I forget who it was. I think it was Garth trying to argue he was more than just an entrance. I don't know. He looks like a fucking nerd now, doesn't he?
Yeah, he does. And they haven't put Angle Slam! And they've taken Scarlett off him as well.
To be fair, I think that was just we need a match for main event. Quick.
Fucking bollocks. Absolute nonsense. Has he just done the reverse straps? Oh, what the fuck?
He's done it just so he can pull them down again.
Amazing. Grapevine in the leg. This closing stretch has been grand.
That reminds me, did you see the MMA match on Dynamite between Wardlow and Hager?
I've heard about it. Oh my god! He's tapped!
It was one of those things where who was it there to please? Because if you watch MMA, even casually, I'm a very, very casual MMA fan. As in, I'll watch a UFC card if there wasn't wrestling on the night before.
Yeah.
And if you're an MMA fan, you're watching it going, okay, that was stupid. You wouldn't do that. And if you're a wrestling fan, you just want the wrestling to start.
Yeah, it seemed a bit nonsensical.
It's really for those weirdos on Twitter who don't think
AEW can do any wrong.
Yeah, I'm not going to name names because they seem like the type of people to start beef, but that fucking random girl who said she was in tears over Cody's promo. And I'm like, really? I was in tears for different reasons. I was laughing so fucking hard.
So match is finished. Angle has beaten Joe, snapped his unbeaten streak with an ankle lock.
Angle!
Chris, what do you think of the match?
It was good. I think the blood really made it. I think a lot of the hype around it at the time would have been because it was a dream match. In hindsight, it doesn't hold up quite as well. It's not my favourite of their matches. It's still good. I still really liked it. There was still a lot good there. That transition was fucking great.
I must admit, they grew into the match superbly. That closing stretch was great. Everything from the coquina clutch into the ankle lock, back into the ankle lock. Love that Kurt Angle forgot that his straps were already down, so put them up to take them down again. That's great. I love the intensity of it as well. Like, you could hear the TNA crowd, like, proper exploding for it, and it really added to it. I think it's a real show of intent that they snapped Joe's streak with a submission as well, not just a pinfall, but a submission. Obviously investing a lot in Kurt Angle, which they did over the years. What would you give this then, Chris?
4.
I am in complete and utter agreement with you. Just out of interest, because obviously we've both seen their lockdown match, the cage one. I wonder if we agree on that. What would you give that?
I haven't seen it in a while, but from memory, 4.5. It might change when I see it again.
Yeah, I think I went... I've seen it twice, and I gave it 4 3/4 the first time, and then 4.5 the second time. So, you know, it's a very, very, very good match, is basically what I'm getting at. Right, so let's move on then. So, if you want to load up your Peacock, your WWE Network, your VHS copy like Chris, or whatever you're doing to watch WrestleMania 24, load it up. We're going to be using the network because we want both Ric Flair and Shawn Michaels' entrance. We've got a little bit of a custom time code as opposed to just the Jump 2 feature at the bottom. So if you want to go ahead to 1 hour, 23 minutes and 45 seconds, that should just be ahead of HBK's entrance. Obviously, this is the infamous retirement match, and I put retirement in the biggest of inverted commas. Where
he only had like 20 matches.
Yeah, I was just going to say, he then had like 5 years in TNA, but it's all sound, it's all great.
Wrestled on the Hulk Hogan tour.
Yes, wrestled on the Hulk Hogan tour. Rick didn't know how to let go, unfortunately. But this moment was... Is it the perfect retirement? I think so, isn't it? If Flair had stayed retired, I think this would have been the perfect retirement.
You could say that for literally any retirement.
Well, to be fair, I've always said this about The Undertaker and Roman Reigns. If the match had been better, that was the perfect retirement.
You know what? No, I kind of liked how fucked up it was. I like that, like, Taker just physically couldn't do it anymore. I liked for the ending of the old gunslinger not being able to do it and going off into the sunset. I think how shit it was added to it.
See, I disagree. I can see where you're coming from, definitely, and I can see why you'd think that. For me personally, the sloppiness of it didn't add to it. It just made me think, fucking hell, The Undertaker, man, probably should have retired after the streak.
He probably should. Yeah, he probably should have retired before then, to be honest.
I don't think it should have been snapped, but that's it. We've talked about that quite a lot in the annals of the podcasting archives. If you want to go and check out our Thank You Undertaker series,
literally, like, what else were you going to do to save Lesnar at that point?
Well, you tell us. You're doing a video on it.
I will be fucking telling you.
I will be. Don't you worry. Anyway, ladies and gentlemen, WrestleMania 24, 1 hour 23, 45 seconds. Let's get this started. So in 3, 2, 1, play.
This match, should Ric Flair lose?
No, I forget who was talking about it. I think it was Jericho. How much of a shithole this venue normally looks like.
Is it the Citrus Bowl in Miami?
Yeah. I think it's now the Camping World Stadium or something.
Yeah, it is.
Like, apparently it normally looks like pure shite, and everyone was against him running there, but I think Vince wanted to run Florida. It's a great set, though.
It is a good set. It's up there in WrestleMania sets.
I'm trying to think what my favourite Mania set is.
Mine's 34. 34 was incredible.
That's the roller coaster. No, that's the
33 was the roller coaster.
That's the New Orleans one.
Yeah.
That is a cool one.
The one with the mask.
Yeah. I like 27. It's understated, but it works. Wow.
Such a cool dude, isn't he?
I know, he's cool until you hear him, like, speak. like outside of wrestling, and it's like, oh yeah, oh right, this guy's a fucking idiot.
His promos in the 90s were absolutely insane, but there was a period in like early 97 where Bret Hart was doing the best like stuff of his career when he was with the Hart Foundation.
And Shawn was like, I've lost my smile.
Yeah, Shawn was tremendous on the mic. It was Austin as well. Like, the promos on that show in 97 were unbelievable.
Remember when he like used to wear Bible quotes on his shirt?
I don't think he did that all the time.
No, he did it in like 2002.
Fair play to him for being born again.
You know what? You know what had a good set, but I'm not sure if it's the set or the venue that I like about it, is 19.
Yeah.
I don't think it's the set, though. The set's kind of just 3 big screens. Look at Lillian just desperately trying to knock him away.
Yeah. Shawn has been all over the ring, to be fair. That must be off-putting that he can see himself on a screen.
I know, I think he likes looking at himself.
Do you know what? I've only ever seen the match of... Oh, God. I think I've only seen Undertaker and Edge from this show, and obviously this match. I was under the impression that this main evented. But it wasn't, was it? It was Taker vs. Edge.
It was Edge Taker, yeah.
Which was a really, really good match.
Great match.
Is it the best Hell's Gate? Or is 27 the best Hell's Gate?
Problem is, 27 is ruined by the fact it's Triple H.
27 is ruined by the fact that it has one good match on the entire fucking card.
No, most of the card is good. Just none of it's like Mania worthy. Like they're all like really good Raw matches.
Oh, just look at it. Do you know what? Genuinely, I've got goosebumps. I always get goosebumps when Flair comes out because he's just so fucking good.
I've got blackcurrant cordial.
Nice. It's not my favourite robe of his.
What is your favourite robe of his, then?
The one on the video screen now.
Oh, the red one?
Yeah.
It's mostly... The problem is, if he wore red, he was losing.
I love that. They've just got loads of woos all around the crowd.
Yeah.
Look how many O's there are.
I bet you some people just brought an O on the off chance.
Yeah. Peacock Flair. That's pretty cool.
It's two of them. I get sick of Ric Flair because he's in all the adverts on Ring of Honor.
Oh, God, yeah. And he's in this robe.
Yeah.
Oh, my God.
I don't think it's this specific robe. I think he gave this robe to Charlotte. Oh, that's one good thing about having Mania outside is the fireworks.
Absolutely. I think this theme is helping with the emotion of it all, isn't it?
I'm sorry, Flair. I'm afraid I can't do that. Flair is someone's hit. You weren't watching that? See, I was. And it's the first time Ric Flair clicked with me, because otherwise he was like a weirdo. Like a weirdo
old
man.
The Miz? Oh no, I thought it was the Miz. I was like, fucking hell. Sorry, do carry on.
He was like this weirdo old man, but then suddenly he was like all emotional, taking on like Triple H and MVP.
So, am I right in thinking that this was forced on him by Vince, that if he ever lost a match, he'd be forced to retire?
Yeah, it was like, you're done. Like, if you lose, you're gone. And then he kept timing his way to not die.
He's already going. Already. It's the third time now that his theme has gone past. It's started again.
It's not a long theme.
It's not as long as you think it is. Randy Savage's is the same. Do you know whose is long? Like, fucking Goldust's.
Oh, that does go on a bit, doesn't it?
It goes on a bit, right? It went on twice during his Survivor Series 95 entrance.
You're just an expert on the shit wrestling in 1995.
Love 1995.
No, because you were like, it's a bad year for wrestling. I'm like, no, it's not. You're just watching the shit things.
I meant American wrestling, to be fair.
and then specified New Japan. Now, in fact, that's probably what one of All Japan's best years, to be honest.
Michaels will be the quicker of the two. Goes without saying, but Flair has a...
What's your favourite Flair match?
Shawn Michaels, all Shawn Michaels knows, but...
And I swear to God, if it's from 1995, I'm going to murder you.
It's a good question. His stuff with Funk was great. His stuff with Sting was great.
Well, stuff with Sting was great by Sting standards.
Oh, yeah. He had a really good match with Barry Windham.
Barry Windham, like, a lot of the territory guys are just very good.
And Michaels right back to the hammerlock.
Oh, they even have Little Nate John reffing. I never noticed that.
Aww.
An amazing setting. Because if Ric Flair's the greatest of all time, how do you...
I think the big SmackDown logo on his shirt's distracting, though.
Yeah, you're right, it is.
I don't know why they felt the need to differentiate between referee uniforms from SmackDown and Raw.
Yeah.
Wanted to be in the ring with the best here tonight on wrestling's grandest stage. And he is.
I'm trying to see what's on the flags.
There was a Germany flag.
Ah. Maybe it's just all the countries that are here at WrestleMania. There was Irish guys in the green.
Who was Triple H wrestling on this Mania?
Him versus Cena versus Orton for the title.
Oh, of course it was.
The build was stupid, but I remember the match being fine. Germany. Old Yeller. Oh yeah, he described Flair as Old Yeller in the build-up.
Nice.
He was like, I'm gonna put you out, and then like Flair did Flair things. Oh, that slaps fucking. He bit his tongue. I think he bit his tongue.
He's done it on purpose, hasn't
A danger at his age.
he? First blood, brother.
He must be annoyed that this is 2008 and he can't play.
To be fair, what are they going to do? Fire him? I'm retiring.
What are you going to do? Find me?
Yeah, exactly.
To be fair, I like, because that's the mentality Cena ended up having from like 2013 onwards. Like, I can do what I want. I can't.
You're not going to get rid of me. I'm John fucking Cena.
I choose when to leave. Oh damn! He went against the normal Flair thing to kick him. That's some good subversion there. Not something. Subversion is not something Flair is known for.
No, Flair has a very typical moveset, doesn't he?
Yeah.
A very typical moveset that sort of goes to shit when he's on top.
Yeah.
He's obviously a tremendous wrestler, obviously. I'm not saying anything people don't know, but he's so good playing from underneath. Like, one of the best, if not the best, playing from underneath.
Because his whole thing was, I'm only just going to win. Everyone looks good when I beat them because they, by all rights, should
Michaels is taking the Flair flop.
Because
is this because Flair will break in half if he does it? Oh no, he is actually going to do it.
Is he gonna? Is he
oh
actually
God,
gonna
no!
Be
No! The man. Oh, he's never actually going to do it. Oh my God!
It's been 35 years.
That's what that was always going to be. 30 years of wondering.
What did you think it was going to be? A Meteora?
Springboard Hurricane Rana.
Dragon Rana. Oh,
that always makes me laugh.
Hard.
He is. Well, it's the last match, isn't it? Acai Moonsault. He's going to miss, isn't he? Oh my God! He hit Flair. Shit! Oh my God!
That's cracked ribs.
Oh Jesus Christ! He landed right on the edge.
Yeah, I think he under.
Oh no!
And exploded into this table.
I can't believe we didn't have any other angles.
Oh God! Jesus!
No, but that's not a good angle.
That is a horrendous bump.
Christ, imagine if Flair won by countout because Michaels was so...
Happy retirement, Flair.
It's like, oh man, I need to retire at Backlash.
No Way Out, really?
Hey, No Way Out was before this.
Was it?
Know your 2008 scrub.
No Way Out 2008. Was that? That wasn't
where they held the
Michael's.
elimination chamber.
That wasn't Michael's. Jericho, was it?
No,
Or was that
was
Backlash
just
08?
No, Backlash.
Oh,
was
it's after this, isn't it? It's
He literally did this like
Yeah.
6 months.
It's the feud after this, isn't it?
Yeah.
That starts at Backlash.
Michael's. It's probably one of Michael's best years, 2008. The JBL feud, which was good. This. Then Jericho for most of the year. And then I think after that it would be like the run up to the Taker match.
Yeah, I was just going to say Taker.
So, good shit.
It's the good shit.
Good shit.
I'm just a sexy boy. I'm not your boy toy.
Oh, so you're thinking here, butterfly suplex.
Oh my god.
He's very clearly feeling out going, can I bump you?
Well, Flair certainly.
Because it was weird, because Flair was like the one guy who wasn't buff in WWE.
He used to be.
Well, he was never like, but his look was always, I could be shredded if I tried, but I'm too busy fucking your wife.
But then you look at his arms, and even at 183, which is how old he is here, like his arms, you can tell there's muscle there, like proper muscle. Fucking stalling suplex from Ric Flair.
He still needs to work out, otherwise he can't like pick people up. He always did a stalling suplex, even then.
I know, but even so, he's like, again, 185.
He's only 181. Old Yeller. Flair. So you never actually answered what your favourite Flair match was, because I know what my own answer is. Steamboat. Closely followed by...
Which one?
The first one, Chi-Town Rumble.
Chi-Town Rumble.
Closely followed by Funk, the I Quit match. It's funny, because when I released my February 2000 videos, the first comment I get was someone going, actually the I Quit stuff was for... was a reference for a 1989 match. I'm like, that's literally my next fucking sentence, you idiot. Jesus. It's like, you're trying to like mansplain to me, but like, I agree with you.
They will have paused the video to say that and then realise that you said that.
No, literally, I just go back
God,
and
Flair.
that's literally my point. My point is that they wouldn't get it because no one who's watching WCW in 2000 watched it in 1989. Like all these fucking dude bros in the crowd.
Right, Michaels, this didn't work out for you the last time. Don't do it again.
There's no table there.
Jesus.
If it helps, Michaels is fine. He had a match in 2019.
God. Lest we forget that fucking abomination.
I didn't watch it. Like, I heard it was bad and didn't watch it because I respected my time, but you watched it apparently.
I'll watch that match out of morbid curiosity. It is an absolute fucking dumpster fire.
Didn't you watch it live? Because I remember getting updates when I was at a gig.
I don't think that was that. No, I don't think that was that show. It was the World Cup. Was that the same? Oh God, was that the same show?
I think it was.
Ugh.
And you watched it.
Yeah, I did.
And you watched 1990. Like my theory, Rob, is that you just don't like good wrestling.
I'm scared of it, Chris.
Clearly, you don't know how to handle yourself when it happens.
No, I don't.
A young Walter takes notes. It's like, chops. Or is he going to kip up? Is he going to kip up? What's that on his shoe? Is that gum?
I think he split his shoe. No, it'll be his trousers. Oh, no, it's not.
Yeah, he must have split his shoe. Michaels doesn't have very good punches, does he? Look at that girl in the white on the hard cam who just bored out her mind.
Yeah, she's not even looking at the fucking match.
Yeah, she's standing up.
Watch history. What are you watching, love?
What are you looking at?
What is just over there that you're watching? Oh, unless she's watching the screen. Is she watching? Now she's sat down.
Okay, but if she's watching a screen, she is 20 feet from the ring?
Oh, here we go.
He has a decent elbow.
He's got a decent elbow. The metric with which we measure is it better than Punk's?
Right, you don't need to... Every time we mention an elbow, you don't need to bring up Punk.
Because it winds you up.
We know it's bad.
It's not just bad, mate.
We don't need to do it with everything.
Is it as bad as his moonsault? What's worse, his elbow drop or his moonsault?
I think a crooked moonsault at least looks like it hurts more. It's sort of like how Billy Kidman has the worst shooting star press, but also the best because it looks like actually once injured Chavo, but you know. There's a lot of dead air in this match. Oh, that's great.
Oh, love it.
Moment of hesitation. There was a lot of dead air, but that was worth it. He who hesitates is lost.
That's absolutely not a saying, Jerry Lawler.
But I wasn't expecting philosophy from fucking Jerry the King Lawler.
It's not about
I thought his one philosophy was, I should really ID the people from now. Why are you looking up? Why are people looking at the screens? It's literally in front of you. Would you have a less good view? Yes. Would you be more in the moment? Also, yes.
Oh my God, are you kidding me? Shawn Michaels reversed the pressure. That never happens.
I fucking hate that trope.
Reversing the pressure.
Yeah. It's such a territory thing. It's that and the claw.
I don't see how either of these two men are on their feet.
Oh, some wrestling from Flair. Oh, some wrestling from Michaels.
Headset. Oh.
Oh, lovely. I thought it was going to... did you see Gulak versus Bryan from last year?
Yes.
I thought we were going to do the pile driver.
I don't think Flair's in any state to be giving or taking pile drivers at this age.
I mean, he's done worse. Well, actually, Michaels has done worse. Oh. Aloha.
Are you doing what's it, OSW?
Yeah. You know who I hate? That guy in the fedora in the front row. What sort of cunt was the fedora? Well, that guy. But
I was just going to say, I mean, I've never seen anything particularly wrong with a fedora.
It's more the people who wear them. It's conducive to a wider issue.
Yeah.
Oh, he's doing all the Flair moves, is Michaels. He's doing all the Flair moves that Flair can't do.
Oh. Do you know what? Considering he's ancient, this is a good match.
This is good. A lot of dead air, though.
Yeah, I think it's more for emotion, isn't it? So.
Yeah, the problem is the crowd haven't quite been into it, which is sort of sucked out by emotion. The intensity.
Imagine if it ended with a roll-up.
It'd honestly be the most Ric Flair thing ever for it to end in a roll-up into Gary. Oh, he ducks the Enzuigiri into the figure
back
four.
Into the figure four.
See, now people are into it. I'm trying to scope out the shirts in the crowd. There's that John Cena shirt, which I really want to own one day. Apparently the merch at Mania is extortionate.
Oh, I can imagine. There's an Everton shirt.
I was watching OSW's review of Mania 33, and apparently the hockey jersey, $75.
Ooh,
that's a lot. It's all it's going to be on clearance on WWE shops.
Yeah, exactly.
Honestly, if I was doing Mania weekend, I'd probably spend all my money at
Feed the yak. What?
Look, the yak needs feeding.
It's an Everton. Everton had a striker called Yakubu in 2008. But no one is going to fucking get that reference who's watching WrestleMania.
I mean, people in Liverpool watch WrestleMania.
Feed the yak and he will score.
Oh, it's basketball. Okay.
What?
Football's stupid. Football fans are stupid.
Come on, back off, man.
Look at little Nate's like, come on. Just for once. Play by the rules.
Oh!
He does a very good flop from a super kick.
He does. Claps really, really well there. Like he turned him off.
You know what I like is when May throws a super kick and she sort of rolls into it.
Yeah.
Flopping.
1, 2.
Only just getting the shoulder up.
Is this the moment, Chris? I think we might be getting such a good sell. Oh, fucking hell. I think Shawn did actually kick him in the face. That's why.
I was about to say, because I didn't see him slap his leg.
It was just his jowls making that noise. I think this might be the moment, Chris.
Dry heaving there. It's like the founding, I think. Three. There's a lot of German flags in this audience.
Roll him up, Flair. Roll him up, Flair. Stupid!
Tell my shit, brother. Oh, look at him. Michael is so dead after this match.
I can't keep doing this, Rick. I can't keep tuning the band. My strings will snap.
We're going to have to cancel the Divas match.
No, not the Divas match. Oh, the dirtiest player in the game.
Pete, you know what? If you're going to face Ric Flair, wear a cup.
Yeah. Can Flair win it? 1, 2. No!
Blue. What's fucking off there?
It'd be part of Flair's robe, I think.
Christ, he's so orange. Oh, let's see if we can hear. To be the man, you gotta beat the man.
Oh my God, sharpshooter. Oh no.
It's Shawn Michaels' figure 4, which is less convoluted, but also doesn't look quite.
It doesn't look as good.
Like, I can't tell who's.
Yeah.
I do like JR getting pissed off. How pathetic is this?
Just pouring at him like a cat. Get away from me.
Why can't I suddenly not reach your face? Oh, that's down 1 rub break. To be fair, I'm pretty sure they're already out from closed fist punches.
That like a proper tender love tap.
Love me tender. Love me tender.
Love tap, baby, love tap.
That reminds me, have you ever heard of Elvana?
No.
It is an Elvis-fronted Nirvana tribute band.
Oh my God.
It's amazing.
I don't know if it is, Chris.
They do a mashup of Love Me Tender and Rape Me. It is quite frankly the best thing ever, and I wish I had money to go see them in Edinburgh. Although apparently gigs are just going to get cancelled. Sport's not. God forbid we cancel the sport.
Yeah, God forbid we cancel Wimbledon.
Yeah, fucking 40,000 people at Silverstone. We needed that.
Yeah, Chris, it's the moment, mate.
You've said that 3 times in this match. I'll just believe the moment's happening when the moment happens. Although I think this is definitely
this is the moment.
From this moment, this will be the moment.
Don't ruin this moment with fucking McGillicuddy.
You going swimming? It means flute. Look it up. It means flute.
Here we go.
Leave memories long.
Come on. Kick me.
Change a thing.
I'm sorry. I love you.
He leg slapped. The match ruined. I still think we should have used the version of this that Vince recorded. We don't have to watch the whole.
No, we don't. We can pause it there. It's fine. For those of you who want to go on and watch Flair leave the ring, it takes probably about another hour and a half. So, Chris, what do you think?
It was good.
It was good, wasn't it? I really enjoyed that. Really enjoyed that.
From a critical standpoint, there was a lot of dead air. The leg selling was a bit inconsistent.
Yeah, it was. It was.
There was leg slapping, which means it's obviously an awful match that shouldn't be given any merit.
Of course. How could I forget?
So overall 5.5 set. No. It's a match that works very well in the moment.
Agreed.
Out of that moment, maybe not. It's Hogan Rock in that respect.
Yeah.
Or Hogan Warrior, or any Hogan match for that matter, where people who were there at the time, like ourselves, well, like me in this case, will defend it to the hills. But if a new wrestling fan watches this, they're not going to understand.
No. For this to really hit home, you need to be of not necessarily of a certain age. I don't want to say that.
You need to have seen it live for it to have hit hard. That's literally just how it is. You need to have seen it at the time.
I think you need to not know the result as well. That's also a big thing. You need to have a little bit of knowledge of Flair. Not necessarily all the knowledge on Flair, but, you know.
But you just need to know, like, he's an old gunslinger and all that. It works. Like, the shit works. But critically, as a match, meh. Like, it's remembered for those last 20 seconds. The last 20 seconds, very good. But I'd say you could cut half this match and make it better.
What would you give it?
Honestly, like, this is a no rating for me. This is something that I can... That the qualities I like about it aren't necessarily critically good, and but it's still really good. It's what I define as a no rating.
I'd give it 3.25. I think the emotion carries it. I think you're absolutely right from a critical standpoint. There are inconsistencies, but then again, you know, on the other hand, you're not necessarily looking at this with a critical eye. It's, you know, it's more about the emotion. So whereas I'd usually getting caught up in the fact that, you know, Flair worked over Shawn's leg and then Shawn was absolutely fine to the point where he was slamming his foot down to tune the band, that would usually irritate me in a match. But, you know, the idea of any moment being Flair's last is...
From this moment.
Stop quoting McGillicuddy.
This is the moment.
The genesis of McGillicuddy. Yeah, so...
What
I can't in all good faith give it 4 stars. I can't in all good faith. You know, it wouldn't be a thread match, as it were.
Well, that's why I'm saying no rating, because it's not worthy enough to be a thread match, but also... I like how you've just adopted my terminology.
It's just easier than saying 3 3/4 stars.
You could just say match of the year contender.
I could. But, however, watching it at the time, live, I can absolutely see why people would think that this is a match of the year contender because of the emotion. At the time. If you were there in the Citrus Bowl, I can understand it. Anyway, ladies and gentlemen, that brings us to the end of another episode of the podcast. Again, thank you so much for listening. Subscribe to the podcast wherever you get your podcasts. You can find us on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, Google Play, YouTube, anywhere you get your podcasts, we are there. Leave us a 5-star review and a comment if you think we are worthy of such. Helps us to parachute up the rankings. No, not parachute, that's down. Escalate. Ascend up the rankings. That would be nice. Please don't make us parachute down the rankings. Check out the website, www.podmania.co.uk, for every single archived episode of all our podcasts, as well as match ratings for the matches, including the matches that we've watched tonight. You can find us on Twitter at PodMania, Facebook at PodMania Podcasts. Chris, where can they find you on Twitter?
Chris Loves Pira.
Okay, and they can find me at RealRobGoodwin. You can go follow Garth if you want to hear some old man takes at the Garthberg. And yeah, we will see you the same time, same place next week. Bye-bye.
You've been listening to the PodMania Pro Wrestling Podcast. Follow us on Twitter at PodMania, Facebook at PodMania Podcasts, and YouTube and Instagram at Real PodMania. And check out the website, podmania.co.uk. Until next time, wrestling fans.